Harold loved the glittering lake. It was his favorite place in the whole world. Every morning he would rush out of his house, eager to see the lake's shimmering surface. It sparkled in the sunshine, casting a magical glow that made everything around it look more beautiful. The water was so clear, you could see the fish swimming happily below. He sailed his toy boat there every day, imagining grand adventures on the high seas. The lake was his sanctuary, a place where his imagination could run wild. One day, the lake was murky and brown. Harold gasped. The lake was sick. He couldn't believe his eyes. What had happened to his beautiful lake? Harold saw footprints by the water. They were large and unfamiliar, unlike anything he had seen before. They were too big for a bird or a squirrel. He followed the footprints, his heart pounding with curiosity and fear. They led to a dark, scary cave. The entrance loomed before him like a giant mouth ready to swallow him whole. Harold felt scared, but he had to be brave. He took a deep breath and steeled himself for whatever lay ahead. The lake needed his help. He couldn't let his favorite place be destroyed. He crept inside, his heart pounding. The darkness seemed to close in around him, but he pressed on. What was lurking in the darkness? He had to find out who was harming the beautiful lake. He had to find out who was harming the beautiful lake. He couldn't let fear stop him now. He knew he had to be strong. The fate of the glittering lake depended on him. He would save the lake no matter what. Harold's determination grew stronger with each step he took. Deep inside the cave, a shadowy figure cackled. Murgatroyd the Malicious. His laughter echoed through the dark, damp walls, sending shivers down the spines of any creature that dared to come close. The cave was his domain, a place where light dared not enter. He was a grumpy troll who hated anything beautiful. Flowers, sunshine, and laughter were his enemies. He despised the joy they brought to others and wanted to see them all vanish. He wanted to turn the glittering lake into a muddy swamp. The lake's sparkling waters and vibrant life were a constant reminder of everything he loathed. Murgatroyd was mixing a bubbling potion. He had spent months gathering the foulest ingredients, each more disgusting than the last. It smelled like rotten eggs and burnt toast. The stench was unbearable, but Murgatroyd reveled in it, knowing it was the key to his plan. This potion, he chortled, would be the end of the glittering lake's sparkle. He could already imagine the lake's waters turning murky and lifeless. Soon it would be as dull and dreary as his cave, a place where no beauty could survive, just like his heart. Harold knew he had to stop Murgatroyd. The fate of the glittering lake and all its inhabitants depended on him. He had to find a way to take the potion and pour it somewhere safe. But sneaking into Murgatroyd's cave was no easy task. But how could he fight a grumpy troll all alone? The thought of facing Murgatroyd made his heart race with fear. He needed a plan, and fast. Time was running out, and the glittering lake's future was in his hands. Harold hurried back to the village. He told everyone about Murgatroyd's evil plan. The villagers were worried. They loved the glittering lake too. They had to help Harold stop the grumpy troll. Brenda the Brave, a fearless squirrel, jumped on Harold's shoulder. She would be his lookout. Ferdinand the Fish, known for his underwater skills, volunteered to help too. Together, they would save the lake. They set off towards the cave, their hearts filled with hope. They knew it wouldn't be easy, but they had to try. The fate of the glittering lake depended on them. Section 4. A Perilous Journey. The path to the cave was full of obstacles. Brenda the Brave warned Harold about thorny bushes and slippery rocks. Ferdinand the Fish helped him cross a rushing stream. They worked together, their friendship giving them strength. Finally, they reached the cave. Brenda spotted Murgatroyd sleeping. He was snoring loudly. It was their chance to take the potion. Harold, his heart pounding, tiptoed into the cave. Harold carefully took the cauldron. He had to be very, very quiet. One wrong move and Murgatroyd would wake up. He crept out of the cave, Brenda and Ferdinand right behind him. Section 5. Triumph at the Glittering Lake. This is the tale of bravery, friendship, and a magical lake that shimmered like 1,000 diamonds under the sun. They ran back to the lake, the potion sloshing in the cauldron. Their hearts pounded with a mix of fear and hope, knowing that this was their last chance to save the lake. Harold poured it into the water, his hands trembling slightly. The liquid glistened as it met the surface of the lake. The potion fizzed and popped, creating a spectacle of bubbles and light. But to their surprise, it didn't turn the lake muddy. Instead, it made the water sparkle even brighter. Murgatroyd had been tricked. The lake now looked like a sea of stars, more enchanting than ever before. He had used the wrong potion. Murgatroyd's plan had backfired spectacularly. Instead of making the lake muddy, he had made it more beautiful. The once clear waters now shimmered with an ethereal glow. The villagers cheered for Harold, Brenda and Ferdinand. They were heroes. Harold smiled, feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. He had faced his fears and saved the day. The journey had been tough, but their determination had paid off. The glittering lake was safe, and it was more magical than ever. Its beauty was now a testament to their courage and unity. He knew deep in his heart that as long as they had each other, no challenge was too great. Together they could overcome anything.